All right, gentlemen, and a few of you ladies, back again with another episode. I kind of wanted to go deeper into the subject about why younger women are better to deal with for men, especially for older men. Because if you're a younger man, you're still really establishing yourself. Now, if you're a hardworking younger man with certain principles and you are willing to grind, I'm not saying you shouldn't already build with a woman and start a family. That's what was going on really for a very long time. If you go back to the 1950s and 60s, before all this madness happened with, fourth wave feminism, third wave feminism, sexual liberation, and all this madness that occurred, that you're basically are victims of today. That's how it used to be, And in fact, it was very common for high school sweethearts to get married. It was very common for people that met in college to get married back in those days. Okay, but definitely in different times, and there is adjusting to the environment that has to occur. Now, one of the reasons why I say younger women are better because they're inexperienced. This is one of the things that these freaking, especially in the black community, okay, these the hyena crew that try and overthrow proper order, they'll they'll go out there and say, man, why are you dealing with a younger woman, man? They don't know nothing, man. A young woman, I can't do nothing with that. They don't know nothing. They don't even know nothing about the world. They ain't had no experiences, man. How am I gonna rock with that? Same thing with them Jezebels. You just want to be with a young girl because you just want to take advantage of her. She don't know nothing. All you gonna do is play her. She don't need to be dealing with no older man. She need to be dealing with people her own age. Well, how did that work out for you, Keisha? How old was your baby daddy when you was 16 years old when you popped out your first child? Probably a senior in high school. They want these young women to be running out here with these YNs getting ran through in hotels and getting filmed and uploaded on OnlyFans pages. That's what they want them. They want to destroy their future. Okay? These are the same men that will have young daughters that are 18, 19, 20 years old, and they'll be upset that a 35-year-old man who is actually working, has his own place, has his own car, has health insurance, life insurance, is investing in a 401k, uh, is a hard worker, willing to pick up a second job, work hard, pick up overtime shifts, expand his skill, do whatever it takes for him to be survive and for his wife. But you would rather your daughter go off to college and get ran through by frat boys, pretty boys, football team, basketball team, track team. You want her to go out to spring break to Houston to be at Seaside Heights. You want her to be over at the address. You want her to be at Camp Houston. You want her to be at all these different spots, okay? Sakai, all these different spots to get ran through by YNs, dope boys, okay? Playboys, and the like. You want them to go and have those experiences and wait till they're 30 to settle down. You don't mind that. So that's why we have to go into this. Younger women are better. One of the reasons why they're better is because of inexperience. You can unravel and show her the world slowly, like a novel, page by page. Okay? She can't say she's seen or done this before. It's actually damn near better to get an inexperienced, sheltered woman who hasn't really been outside of the city. She ain't really been to many places. A city like Houston, especially if you're, someone like me that's from the city, um, I've been around various parts of the city. A younger woman for a guy like me or in any one of your cities is better because you could slowly unravel to her different spots of town. You could take her to certain restaurants. You could take her to a fish spot. You could take her to like here in Houston, I could take a girl to a Vietnamese spot. She ain't never eaten Vietnamese food before. Then I could take her to a Korean barbecue spot. She ain't never ate that before. I could take her to different Mexican spots. She ain't never had that before. I could take her to a Jamaican food spot. I could take her to a Nigerian food spot. I could take her to an Indian. I know all these type of good restaurants of different types of food, different types of cuisine that I could take her to that she will never know about unless she had a man that slowly unraveled these different experiences to her. That's showing her the world. I actually know a girl, she's like in her early 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with her, not dating, not talking, I'm just cool with her. And so every once in a while, I'll just chop it up with her, ask her like, how things is going. Because, it's good to have relationships with people that you're not having, what's it called? Sexual interest in. You know what I'm saying? Meaning a lot of times, see, what people understand is that when you look at the world on a spiritual angle, if you're going to have sex with a woman, that woman, you should look, as soon as you have sex with her, she has to be put into the wife zone. You have to look at her as a potential wife prior to you even laying with her. Okay? So a lot of these guys, y'all just want to believe in just going around willy-nilly, but that's not really how you should move as a man. Okay? And well, anyway, she revealed to me that she hasn't even been outside of the city. I was like, what? She's like in her early 20s. I was shocked. But then I have to remember that not everybody comes from the same type of family. You got people that are from families where their parents were always working, so they never left the city. And that's pretty much what she grew up in, where her parents were always working, grinding. She comes from a blended family because her parents she has some older siblings, and her dad had children with other women. Her mom had, I guess, children with other men or another man prior to her. So you had that type of thing going on. But she's never even been outside of Houston, and I was shocked when she told me that. Which is actually a good opportunity for a man if he does, build with this woman. She is kind of like one of those Christian type chicks. I was like, dang, that's a big opportunity, because now imagine a guy, you got a man, if he starts to deal with her, if you have a man that deals with her, he actually has a big opportunity to basically be like what you call impressionable, upon her. He has a big opportunity to be impressionable. And that's kind of where you want to be as a man. Can you impress a woman? That's what it means to be impressionable. Can you put an imprint on her? Meaning what you show her and what you bring to her on a knowledge level in terms of experiences, she can tie those memories to you. And the more of that you can give to her, that her first time of doing this activity or going to this place, the more likely you are to be able to keep her on your mind. Okay? And you can unravel these slow adventures with her. That will be, make her remember you. And that will keep her yearning for those extra adventures, because that's some of the ways that you keep a woman, yearning and interested in you. Is through that. And if you're with a woman that's 30 plus years old, she done been to Tulum. She done been to the Bahamas. She done been to Jamaica. She done been to Miami. She done been to Vegas. She done been to LA. She done been to New York. She done been to London, Paris. She done been to the Mykonos, Turks and Caicos. I'm like, boy, you are in trouble. You are in trouble, man. You're going to have to become a damn circus clown to entertain her. Okay? You're going to have to be straight up Barnum and Bailey circus. I'm telling you, you are in trouble. Because to keep her engaged and interested in you, and for her not to view you as boring, you're going to have to eclipse what she experienced prior to meeting you. Whereas if you get a young woman, she has limited experiences, limited um, exposure, you have a great opportunity to imprint her because now you're not boring. Some of the things that would even be viewed as like boring to another woman will be exciting to her. You tell her, hey, get ready, get your clothes. I'm going to take you to this spot. You might take her to a restaurant that might have a nice view overlooking water or something like that, you know, where she'll enjoy. She can look at the menu. She's never seen a menu like that before. She's never seen food like that before. You suggest to her to try something. She tries it. Whether she likes it or not, she just enjoys just trying something new. You know, let her take a picture of the plate of food, you know? You know, especially in this day and age, man, you got these women with social media. Man, she might, you know, let her, you know, it's going to be hard for you to take an Instagram away from a Gen Z woman. So let her use Gen Z for the new experiences that you're showing her. You know, let her put, you know, a picture of the plate of food at whatever restaurant. Let her put the map of it and say, oh, enjoying food with my bae. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you little pointers, man, of what you could kind of do. Because, I mean, these are things you have to think about if you're thinking about getting a woman in 2025. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like a younger woman, man. Listen, bro. I mean, I could even think back in the day. Like, I was talking with a young woman way back in the day. And you know, I took her to, like, P.F. Chang's or something like that. She ain't never been to P.F. Chang's. And the one that I took her to in the Houston area, man, it has like a nice little vibe to it. I took her there at night on a Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? And it had like a nice little vibe to it. Then the area, like you could take a girl to a place like that, not spend a lot of money. It has a nice vibe. The energy is good. And then when I leave from there, bro, I could walk her around that area because it's like a town center. All right? And the town center has a nice vibe to it, man. Laid back, real nice. You know what I'm saying? And I done took a, actually I took another date there too. In that area, man. It's actually like one of the best spots. Like if you're in the Houston area, you know what I'm saying, you got a wife, you know what I'm saying, let me know. Especially if you got a young one that you know, you want to like show her different places and she ain't really been everywhere. Because like if a woman has been and done everything, you know what I'm saying, in the city of Houston, bro, like she looking at Steak 48 as like a minimum to not even as an impression. That's just like a maintenance date to her. That's not even impressing her. That's like a maintenance date, especially if she a baddie. If she's like a true baddie. Now I will say this, and I'm gonna have to kind of do another video about the value of beauty in today's market. I'm gonna have to kind of go into that as well because I think some of the stuff is actually gonna kind of shock you as far as like the truth about the value of beauty in this society, bro, in modern time. Okay, and how I view it. But yeah, you got some women, man, like Ruth Chris, Steak 48. Those are like maintenance. You know what I'm saying? That's like for you, an average Joe, just going to like a Chipotle or something like that, where you just like, you got like to go to Chipotle maybe once a week and it's like a routine for you. You know what I'm saying? And you do that as like a meal that you go out. Like if you're going to go and eat, quote unquote, a fast food meal, you might be like, man, I'm not going to make something at home every so often or every once a week I'm going to go to Chipotle. Now, for her, that's like a maintenance dinner. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, man, the psychology of these women out here. Okay, and like I said, I'm always pressed forward on that issue that it's better for you to just deal with a younger, inexperienced, a woman with limited exposure where you can lead and show her the world, man. You can unravel bits and pieces of the world to her. You don't got to show her the whole world. You can't even explore the whole world yourself as one man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this as a person that's been on multiple continents, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't got just one passport. I got two passports. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your boy Kevin Gates, he got two phones. I got two passports. Like two chains, got two chains. I got two passports. Okay? And I'm not talking about one expired and one is the old one is the new one. I'm talking about both active. Okay? So you're talking to somebody that, you know, I come from an international family. You know what I'm saying? I really come from a truly international family. What I mean by that, I come from a family that's lived on multiple continents. You know what I'm saying? Done business on multiple continents. The only place we haven't done business in, among my relatives and my family, the only place we ain't done business in is really like the Pacific zone, like New Zealand, Australia zone, or South America. Maybe Mexico, but heck, I had a cousin, first cousin. He was living in the DR. Okay, he was living in the DR. He actually, for a bit. So I'm talking about all over. You know what I'm saying? I had another cousin. He lived in Bali. I didn't even know where Bali was on the map. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it was Indonesia. This is like, he told me he was going to go move to Bali back like in the 2000s. We talking about like 2005 or something. Okay? This is no cap, all facts. Okay? So you can unravel, depending on your level of income, don't let these red pill clowns, they got some good stuff. Most of their stuff is on point. But don't let these red pill clowns make you feel like less than a man because you're not making six figures. Bruh, trust me. Okay? I see guys all the time that ain't making six figures that got good looking women that are on them heavy. Okay? They taking them to Frank's Pizza in downtown Houston, bruh. Okay? Okay? One of my brothers, we be down there, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about, man. Okay, we be seeing some baddies getting taken to Frank's Pizza, man. Frank's Pizza. I'm talking about arm locked and everything. She excited to get the pizza. I seen baddies walk in out of their boyfriend's car to go inside to get the full size, to get the large size Frank's Pizza. Okay? I'm talking about slim, thick baddie with the curly hair. And she walking in, getting the order, and she going back to the vehicle. So don't let these guys tell you about, man, you got to be six figures, man. You got to be top 1%. You got to make yourself, man. That's all that goofy stuff that Myron be talking about, bruh. You don't know what he be talking about. You don't need all that to get it. Listen, even the woman like Myron got, man, she like a good-looking woman, Colombian. But in Colombia, she's like a 6.5, 7, maybe. And maybe in a place like Miami, she might be like a 7. And I'm not knocking, how she looks, because looks ain't everything, man. That's a whole nother subject. Okay? I'm going to probably have to go into, like, the truth about a woman's beauty when it comes to relationship, man. Okay? The truth about that. So, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to catch you on the next episode.